Yeah, we say, man, it's a Triple B base boxing base, man. Like, brothers. It's free, innit? Yeah, I just thought I'd do it. I thought I was going to do it live. I don't know if I'm going to bother now. I mean, obviously, this is a channel for the funds, right? And the funds that Chubby have are much better than Ricky Hatton's funds, who are whack. They're fans of a fat, degenerate, greedy pig who likes to yayo. Yeah? Whereas my fans are real. You get me? But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So this is just a review, a quick review and analysis of Callum Smith. Vis Artur Beterbiev. Now, I'd said I thought Beterbiev would win. I thought it'd be about 10. You know, I thought Smith had the height to give Artur some problems, but you know, he doesn't use his height, and people had said that. One of my fans said that on the comments, and they were right. I think it was Martin Smith or something said that on my comments, and it was right. He doesn't use his height properly. The ring was ridiculous. It was 18 feet by 18 feet, man. Blood clot. I mean, obviously, you know, that favours Beterbiev, who walks you down and messes you up. But it made no difference, in my opinion. I don't think it made any difference, you know. Before the fight, just quickly, so Eddie Hearn, you know, the snake with the demonic semen that he's pumping in Sky Nicholson, yeah, Eddie Hearns, right, was accusing Beterbiev of PEDs. Oh, they had some. Well, he's passed all the tests. I mean, by the way, I don't for 1 minute trust the system. It's nonsense. You know, if the system was reliable, the drug testing system, you know, 95% world-class fighters would probably fail. But, you know, there's so many ways to get around it. And normies don't understand it. So, oh, but of course, Gay J isn't doing PEDs because he's never failed a test. I go, you high, man? What's the guy called, you know, the cyclist guy, Lance Armstrong? He said he did at least 500 tests plus. And he passed every single one. Why? You get masking agents, you get cycling, you use drugs they're not testing for yet. Maria Sharapova did that. She was using a drug that the testing agencies were not aware of. You know, and she passed loads of tests. So, you know, I mean, people that believe that nonsense. Mike Tyson had a false penis. What he'd do is he would get, I don't know, he would get like urine from, you know, I don't know, like guys that were clean. Obviously, they'd tested before. And, you know, he'd get his fake penis out and he looked like he was taking a wee. And he wasn't, because it was a false penis. Okay? So, and Tyson said he was doing it just to mask cocaine and marijuana. I don't believe that. I think Tyson was probably juicing like everyone else, man. It really started, I mean, in the 80s, there wasn't that much juicing. Right, and you notice when you first see the fighter's physique start changing, that's when it's being poured in. But anyway, yeah. So Hearn and Bellend, Tony Bellend as well, especially after the fight, we were going, we need to check Beterbiev. We should be very worried about him. He could be juicing. He's probably juicing, and they're making like little comments like, imagine getting stronger when you're older. This is impossible, but hey, he does. Hey, yeah. And all the while, both of them freaks supported Conor Benn, who has failed a test, and he gave the most ridiculous excuse by eating a lot of eggs and all that, blah, blah. I'm not going to read through it. It's a 33-page document, but it's nonsense, right? So, and Beterbiev, right, you got to understand, Beterbiev is a Muslim who doesn't drink. He doesn't lead a bad life. He's never in the club. He's got a family, you know. So his body, you know, is his temple, if you like, you know. He's eating well. He never looks fat. He's not like Ricky Hatton, who becomes a huge lard ass between fights. Yeah, Beterbiev sticks to a training. He's training all the time. He sticks to a good diet. He doesn't get his drink on. He doesn't get his drugs on. And so it's not actually it's not impossible that he could be clean. Could he be cheating? Well, anything's possible. I mean, it's also weird to have high levels of HGH, which is human growth hormone, which usually only appears in young people when they're growing up, his age at 39 or whatever he is. But I mean, anything's possible. People that know the game think that most people are juicing anyway, apart from the naive Swede Otto Oil Drilling Wallin. Hey guys, there's no way Anthony Joshua's on PEDs because he's passed all the tests, and I don't need PEDs to be the number one. He's a mug, isn't he, the oil driller? But you should get on the PEDs, man. Looking at his body, man, it's pathetic. But anyway, yeah, back to the fight, man. So Callum Smith, he had autism. He always has autism on his trunks, right? Which is, I don't think he's autistic, but apparently he's got a sibling, maybe a brother with autism. I would guess it's Paul Smith, not Stephen Smith, who's autistic, because Paul Smith is, shows more signs of autism, and he's fat as well, and he was in the corner. And the fight was pretty one-sided. That's not to say that Smith didn't have his moments. I thought Beterbiev was out jabbing the taller man with a longer reach, and his jabs are solid too. And the other thing that's underrated about Beterbiev is his defense. As soon as he goes forward. As soon as he sees, the opponent start to throw punches, he'll step back with his gloves up. He does not get hit that much. Yeah, he got floored by Callum Johnson, but anyone can have an off moment, man. And he closes the distance. Like Daniel Aziz, who's fighting Joshua Buatsi. I like Aziz. He seems likable. He's quite honest as well. He's like laughing. He goes, yeah, man, when I sparred Beterbiev, it's like the room was getting smaller. It's like a room getting smaller. And he does do that thing, Beterbiev, which is just close down the ring. He throws body shots, which are painful. He has very heavy hands, Beterbiev, very heavy hands. Even the shots that don't look that hard are hurtful. And as I said, like Cal Bum Smith, if you want to be rude to him, because you got to think, well, he's just a British European level champion. He's not really a world-class guy, you could say, of this performance. And the Canelo, when obviously Canelo busts up his arm. So I gave him I gave him a bit of space for that, But the few times he's stepped up to world-class, he's had a beating. He can take out the young, the low-level guys, but not world-class. And he had his moments, but Callum's face at the end was all busted up. He had a cut. Beterbiev hit him with a vicious shot right in the throat, which looked horribly painful, man. So Callum's got heart, but once the distance was closed down, once Beterbiev was throwing the big shots, he went over. And some people say, Beterbiev, he throws those illegal shots to the back of your head. He does do that quite a lot, actually. I don't know if it's on purpose, or it's just, he's letting the shots go. What I do find in boxing, and this is interesting, right, is you don't see it in amateurs, right? You don't see as much fouling, do you? You don't see low blows. You don't see any headbutts in the amateurs. I've sparred hundreds of rounds, and I never got headbutted, or headbutted anyone, or hit anyone low, or been hit low. I actually had a fight once. I hit the guy low on purpose because I felt exhausted. But in all honesty, you get all these fouls in boxing: headbutts, elbows. Evander Holyfield was the king of the headbutt. Elbows, shots behind the head, low shots, kidney shots. You don't really get that in the amateurs. Watch amateur fighting at the top level because they're stricter on it. But so maybe Beterbiev, Doesn't care. He's just landing the big shots wherever they land. Who knows? But yeah, so we got and Beterbiev at the end. Obviously, he always gets down like in the doggy style position at the end, doesn't he? You know, and puts his ass in the air. It's a bit weird, but you know, that's his thing. But you know, he so he's going to be fighting Bivol, allegedly. Turkey Sheikh, who's a big Beterbiev fan, seems to imply it could be happening. And well done, Turkey, Mr. Turkey. You know, you've changed boxing with your cash money. But, I mean, what happens? Naturally, you see, whenever people predict fights, they always go, oh, he would win. Oh, he would definitely win. No. You've always got to use percentages if you've got a brain. You'd be like, right, this guy's got 20% chance of winning. This guy's got 80% chance of winning. Something like that, right? You know. There wasn't a single person that thought that Buster Douglas would beat Mike Tyson, but he did. If they did more about Tyson's camp and that he was blasting Japanese hookers with rappers and that in his hotel room, they might have been like, okay. And he got dropped by Greg Page in the build-up. So, you know, but you would find no one that would say Tyson would. But he did. Douglas would win, but he did. So you know, it should have been, oh, Douglas has got a 5% chance of winning, or a 10% chance, or a 15% chance, but ultimately he did win. Obviously, you get upsets in boxing. Thankfully. And this is what makes our sport so great, as Adam Smith would say. Yeah? This is why we love boxing, isn't it, Matthew? Because you get upsets, bro. And the same thing with all the sports. But, so Bivol, Beterbiev, I'm going 60-40 Bivol. 60-40 Bivol. Usually when firstly the age is a bit, although he seems not to be slowing down Beterbiev. But Bivol is a very careful boxer. And usually when you get a boxer, he's a puncher. And that's not all Beterbiev is, actually. He's not just a puncher. He's defensively very sound. Right? He's very good at distance, right? But, you know, he's known for his punching. 20 wins by KO, right? So, you know, usually when there's a boxer vs puncher type fight, you go for, the boxer has more chance. And I'm leaning slightly towards Bivol. I think he's very defensively careful. But you know what? Forget about it. I give it a 50-50 fight. A 50-50 fight. We haven't seen Bivol trouble, but we've hardly seen Beterbiev troubled. Yard hit him a couple of times. Callum Johnson put him over, but anyone can get caught. Right? It's an anomaly that the Callum Johnson knockdown. You know, Bivol is no one's superhuman. When you start taking them shots on the elbows and the back of the head, you know, we'll see. So, yeah, I originally go 60-40 Bivol, but now I'm thinking maybe 50-50. Yeah, remember to like, and say in the comments what you think. Bivol vs Beterbiev. Who wins?